it's great that you already have the technology for those big developer teams that can transition over. But there's this weird area for the persona that I think we're still trying to figure out, where Mike has convinced me. We're like, no, we're doing Lakehouses notebooks. I said, okay, but I initially thought that that's not, it didn't make sense for a Power BI developer, Power BI focused person or team to go to Lakehouses, but I've converted. I've seen the light, so to speak. And so I want to ask, when we're dealing with Power BI-centric teams, because a big part of Fabric is for the business user, that everyone can use the data, which means I probably don't have T-SQL or don't know what MPP is, right? And so for those users, then how does that question, or how does the answer change about which one to use?
There's a couple of things there. Like, we don't ever want things like MPP and all this stuff. Like, it scares business users. Like, the cool thing about what we've done with the warehouse, actually, compared to Synapse, is we've built it in such a way that a lot of these rough edge things that you have to figure out aren't there anymore. Like, we will actually run a single node SMP SQL plan if we think the query, like, we do calculations, everything, we think the query is small enough and it's going to run more efficiently on a single node. So, like, that was a big problem in the Synapse days. Even was, you'd go from like DWU 500 to 1,000, and somehow you double your size, but the performance actually went down. Well, it went down because now we got to move data between nodes, and it takes time to do that and all that kind of stuff. And so now we'll just be like, okay, well, it doesn't matter if you're at F2 or F2048. We see you only need one node. We're only going to run it on one node. Like, so we don't have to make these kind of decisions and things like that.